theologian, Sri Adhir Kumar, the Secretary of Dilogio Committee, the distinguished guests here, my respected colleagues and my students, and the pedestrians who are passing by. This is a great occasion, rather sad occasion. Here we have assembled to commemorate the 145th probably, the death anniversary of a great social reformer, Henry Louis Vivian Dilogio. In every age, in every century, great men born and they die. If we look at the 18th century, we'll find that there were so many social reformers prior to Henry Louis Vivian Dilogio. If we look back to the history, we'll find that Raja Ram Mohan Roy, who is called the father of Bengal Renaissance, was born. Just 3 minutes ago, Professor Dean told that he was 30 years senior to Raja Ram Mohan Roy. A man lives and dies, not in years. One man may live 100 years, 80 years, 110 years. That doesn't matter. Shukanto didn't live for 50 years or 100 years. Dilogio also didn't live in this modern world for so many years as was lived by Dwarkanath Tagore. Raja Ram Mohan Roy. Raja Ram Mohan Roy died only at the age of 51. Rabindranath Tagore, Michael Madhusudan Datta, Baba Amte, Gandhiji, Mother Teresa, Baba Sahib Ambedkar, who were in India. In the Western world, if we look in the European history, we will find that so many great men lived in this world for a few years, but they kept a permanent impression on the society. Such a personality was Henry Louis Vivian Dilogio. Dilogio's parents were mixed, as we find in case of Barack Obama. His father was an African, while his mother was an American. The same case we find in the case of Henry Louis Vivian Dilogio. His father was a Portuguese Indian, while his mother was a British woman. But the combination created a great soul of India, who we are remembering even after more than 200 years. He was born in 1809. So many years we have passed. So many great soul in India have taken birth, but still we are remembering that great soul. Why? Told Professor Dave. He elaborately told because he is a Dilogio. He has a great contribution in society. He is also doing very, very good work. When I came here as a headmaster and joined in Dilogio City Vidyalaya, I found that 34 years ago he wrote a book on Dilogio. Whatever, maybe I'll talk about that later. But here, we people are here to commemorate the death anniversary of such a person who lived only 22 years, 8 months and 8 days, even lesser than Shukanta, no more than 2 years more than that. But he only in his young age created a history. He worked for the development of the society. He worked for the downtrodden people. He worked for the great social reform. He worked for women. He worked for education. He was not only an educationist, he was a great teacher, he was a great social reformer, he was an editor, he was a newspaper what I say, you were a newspaper, and yes, he was an editor, and he did so many work in his little age. But the society, his main thought was rationalism and science, based on science and rationalism. He taught his students based on rationality, while the Indian society in the 18th century was full of bigotry, superstition, and so many ill thoughts. I'm not talking about the people are talking about this. I'll not talk about that. But the debate is going on in Indian society now, which he told so many years ago. He was, in that sense, it really the forerunner of Bengal Renaissance. Bengal Renaissance, he brought the thought first. He brought the thought. Though Raja Ram Mohan Rai, if we compare between Raja Ram Mohan Rai and Dinojio, we'll find that Raja Ram Mohan Rai introduced his theory or started his social reformation movement on the basis of Bhagavad Gita and Upanishad. While being a Christian, yes, there was a Adil Kumarji was telling that there was a contradiction, a confusion among the people, among some people, whether he was a Christian or not. If we look at everybody by his title, by his surname, can recognize that he is truly Christian, because both of his parents are Christian descent. So the question doesn't arise. The question doesn't arise whether he will debate, he will write, or he will think, or he will propagate his theory on the basis of the Indian scriptures. We cannot expect, because there are so many scriptures, religious scriptures in the world. There are so many scriptures, there are so many religious books, and there are different people of different religion, of different caste, different community, different creed, different color. So this is your world. World as a whole is pictorial, is colorful. The colorful because there are different people in the world, and Henry Louis Vivian Dinojio, he did a splendid work for the society, mainly through his Young Bengal movement. Professor Dave was telling that instead of slapping, instead of rebating to his students, he used to pat his students and say, try to be moral, try to be transparent. As in our system, in our days, sometimes we also try to follow the teachings of Dinojio. Here, we will also try to follow his thoughts. We'll also try to follow his ideas. We'll also try to follow his teachings, which he has imparted to his behavior, to his activities, and to his works. Here, Professor Dave told very nicely that our school started its journey in the year 1979, and in the 150th birth anniversary, probably in 1984, it was recognized as a high school. And fortunately, by the assistance of some great men like Professor Ramaprasad Dave and some other people, we have very recently formed or set up a library there in the first floor. Maybe it's a small library, but in that library we have tried to collect so many books, and once again Ramaprasad Dave also helped us wholeheartedly to make the library an updated one. I'm telling you once again, from this stage, I would like to congratulate Professor Day and Professor Adhir Kumar and the you people who have given me the opportunity to speak a few words. That place or that library would be the core library, to the researchers of the on Dinojio, the people, the research scholars, and the authors who were truth seekers, who were willing to do research on Henry Louis Vivian Dinojio, will be the only place. They will have to come to Shompa Vidyanagar. They will have to come to the library of Dinojio City Vidyalaya if they want to do research and further research on Henry Louis Vivian Dinojio. That's a very good news and good and honor for us that our institution will be able to give or create a place or a center where the researchers and the great authors will be assembled or will be conglomerated here in our institution. We'll try to provide them. People doesn't live. We are here only for a few days. But the work we are doing, but the thought, but the thing we are doing for the society will be remembered forever. A man cannot live. A man cannot do many things. But one thing. But through the society, through the reform of the society, through the good works to the society, and by love to the people, we can give message. We may not be able to create a history. We may not be able to create a great thing, but through our little works, we can do the great things that will be judged by our successors. That's a different thing. We are also trying to spread the message of Derogium. I hope that you will extend your cooperation, you will extend your help, and so that both of us and all of us who were the followers of the great social reformer will take this message will spread this message of his love, of his words for the society, for the people, to entire West Bengal, and maybe later, entire India. And if it is possible, we'll try to extend his thoughts to. We'll cross the border. We'll cross the border of territory of India with that hope, and with expecting your full cooperation. We expect with all your blessings and with your cooperation, with your resistance. We look forward to see a day when our Dirogio City Vidyalaya and the thoughts of Dirogio will go ahead and ahead. Once again, we're thanking all of you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.